here on Dragon Sports Live. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it with Laugh Lines. J-Lock featuring Jennifer Clyde here on Dragon Sports Live. Here we go. Kick the show off right.
The world cold, but I overstand it. Had made plans, but I overplanned it. It's funny how time flies coast to planet. See the world through a blind eye, know the antics. The world view, always a shade of gray. But I dream in color, I had to walk away. I had a lot to say, but I forgot to pray. But thank God I ain't God, see your tomorrow's safe. The cold rain, so water still deep. See it's a cold game, they tell you hold heat. But what they don't say is what you need to pee. You reap only what you sow, now go to sleep. But if I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul he takes. In the beginning, Lord, it was you. So please survive what I'm about to go through.
I don't care what they be talking about, care less about what they say. I know that my God can work it out, and so I walk away. 'Cause it's about to get iller. The devil can't hurt me anyway, so I say.
Dear God, I know your heart get heavy. It's a shame you got to see your creation so messy. So many flaws we embrace already. Pride of our flesh we parade so scary. So tainted full of lust I carry. The burden of my flesh and all I done so heavy. Yet still I know for a fact you love me, even at my times most ugly. But you never judged me, only trusted me with a gift so lovely. And even when they used to say the J'll never be nothing, you never allowed that to budge me or self-destruct me. But if it was me, I'd probably be like them too. Where was he? See, in the beginning, Lord, it was you. So please survive what I'm about to go through.
I don't care what they be talking about, care less about what they say. I know that my God can work it out, and so I walk away. 'Cause it's about to get iller. Devil can't hurt me anyway, so I say.
I've been questioning a lot of things lately. Don't know who to trust, who to love. Let me break it down. There's confusion in my head since you've been away. I've been feeling stressed and alone, no one is around. Can you hold me and console me? Will it make me love you? Make me want you, need you here with me. When you get close, my feelings get lost. I be getting so mean, but let me be. I swear I don't mean no action like they meant to hurt me. Free me from all this negative energy. I'm not the only one with insecurity. Fighting fire with fire. Please let me breathe. Let me breathe. Ooh, I've been feeling pressure from my oppressor. Please let me breathe. This pressure is crazy what I'm in, never sees her love. I see people crying, people hurt, and they run away. Listen, everything's not only made of black and white. We be judging folks that we don't know. I see it every day. All I really want, all I'm asking for is some understanding. 'Cause I'm stranded in this other world. If it ain't easy for you to love me, if you can't give it no time, you're free to leave. I swear I don't mean to hurt you like they meant to hurt me. Free me from all this negative energy. I'm not the only one with insecurity. Fighting fire with fire. Please let me breathe.
Welcome back. If you just tuning in, this is Dragon Sports Live. And we got a exciting thing because baseball is back, baby. Baseball is back. We're going to have our Crosstown Classic, Northside versus Southside in Glendale, Arizona, by the way, for spring training. Started on the 24th with the Cubs and the White Sox. And we got some games started on the 22nd, but Crosstown Classic, let's see what these teams going to do. Seeing the Sox ain't really been making moves throughout the offseason. They made it at the beginning, but they ain't really been making moves during the rest of the offseason. So let's see how that goes. But I do want to give a big ups and congratulations to Jenny Cavar, who is now the A's, the Athletics play-by-play announcer. She's also the first woman to have play-by-play duties. Now, we do got women in baseball that talks and knows the game, but she's the first woman to do, for the organization, to do play-by-play announcing and take up those duties. So, big ups to them on that. With that, on the other hand, the A's, though, still trying to find a spot to play once their lease is up at the end of the season. They talking with Oakland officials and see if they could probably work out a short-term agreement and do with that, because they're not expected to play in their new stadium in Las Vegas until 2029. So they plan on doing that, trying to work out with officials, speaking with the city officials to meet with that. No deal has been made on that, though, so we don't know what's going down with that. But we will see in the near future. We shall see what will happen, what goes on with that, and how that goes on. Other news, Rob Manfred said that in 2029 he'll be retiring as commissioner. That's when his contract is up, so he'll retire. But he has done so much to change the game of baseball. Even though baseball doesn't have a cap limit, he's done so much. You got the pitch clock. You got the where the pitchers must face at least one batter before they get pulled. You got many different things that happen. So we'll see what that goes and how that goes, and see what he does next, and who will be the next commissioner to step up and take that position. We shall see. Red Sox manager Alex Carrera focused on the now and not the future. And what I mean by that is, after the tough 23 season, his contract expired. He gonna focus on the team. He not gonna worry about job security. But he feels confident in that job security. But he's like, I need to focus on the now. What can I do to better our team after that 2023 season? And I think that's actually a good plan to do. But usually, in my opinion, when I see that, coaches usually let loose. Like, they get cut loose a couple times, and it just happens. So it is what it is. Let's see where that goes and how that goes from there. Rockies, Daniel Bard, who's 38, to miss spring training because of a torn meniscus. So that's not as bad as the ACL, but we'll see how he goes. He probably be further down the season, but not at the start of the season. That's for sure. And, injuries tend to happen during spring training because, like I said, people they're battling for positions to get roster spots and stuff like that. Some of them trying to show you that I'm going to put in the work because I need this contract extension and stuff like that. So it's like, it varies. All you got to do is strive and do what you got to do. So we'll see what that goes and how that goes from there. Royals plans for a new ballpark to be downtown, right down from the T-Mobile Center. So, in my opinion, you already got that downtown, so it's adding more traffic, more jobs. Let's say that it will add more jobs, and harder downtown. But my thing is, I'm worried about a baseball flying out. If somebody hitting it out the park, right? I'm worried about a broken window or two, especially if I'm living right there. And then I'm worried about if I'm trying to go home. Let's say I'm not even at the game. I just came off work. I'm trying to go home and I can't get a parking spot. That's the only downfall. And I live downtown, but most of them have designated areas anyways. So, we see how that goes from there. What it is. But that's their plan, is to have their new ballpark in downtown Kansas. Boom. Police did make an arrest in the theft of the Jackie Robinson statue. It was Ricky Allred, 45, charged with felony theft for over $250,000, aggravated criminal damage to property as well, which kind of sucks because now instead of you being known for positive, you known for a negative thing, like you did. I don't know what was going through your mind, but statue will probably be replaced because of the simple fact that people have raised over $350,000 just to get the statue replaced in the GoFundMe account. So we shall see a new one to prove. I don't know what was his reason for that, because that statue was made mainly out of bronze. Like 95% bronze. So, we'll see what that goes and how that goes from there. Good news for Padres fans, though. Manny Machado, he's ramping up his workouts after off-season surgery. So, he shall be ready for spring training. Actually, he should be ready for opening. I ain't going to say spring training because like I said, spring training will start in a couple days. But he should be ready for season. So it's good to see athletes ramping up workouts intensity after, had an off-season surgery. Because he had off-season surgery on his shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it was. But yeah, he's ramping up those workouts and he's looking good. I say that. Ex-Cardinal pitcher Adam Wainwright. Y'all remember that name because he retired just a few years ago. He will join MLB Network as the analyst. So welcome to the broadcast family. I'm glad you guys are moving over. Y'all retired, then y'all decided to join the broadcast. Can somebody add me to the broadcast? Like, I would love to be broadcast, what if it's camera work, audio work, well, I should say in front of the camera, behind the camera, on the side of the camera, at the audio board, whatever. I would like to have my goal, my shot in the media, and I would like to have fun that way, and that's the best way to do it. So, because I'm going to keep going, keep striding for my goals, and keep working hard and keep grinding. That's all I got to do. Jorge Soler and the Giants agreed to a 3-year deal that's worth $42 million. So he get a nice little deal like that, extensions like that. We also had MLB Empires Jeff Nelson and Ed Higginbotham retiring, leaving that sound and seat. So they retiring. And despite rumors, like I mentioned before, White Sox start their first spring training game against the Cubs on the 22nd, my bad. 24th is my mom's birthday. Got to text her, find out what she's doing anyways. But Dylan Chase, despite all the rumors and all that, he showed up to camp. He's like, I can't control what I can't control, but I can control who I am and where I want to be and who I want to play for. So until a trade happens, he's a White Sox. Until then, because he ain't mentioned nothing about being traded. He just literally was like, I ain't say none of that. I didn't I like it here. So we'll see how that goes. Orioles pitcher Kyle Bradish has a UCL injury, so he's starting on the injury list, which sucks because he's fighting for a spot, and you'll start on the injury list already. So it's like that's kind of sucks. It has its ups and downs, but you don't want to start on the injury list. That's not a good look. Guardians, though, on the other hand, so they will push their game to start at 5:10 instead of 4:10 against the White Sox for their home opener in April. Was that April 8th to be exact? Because of the solar eclipse. So they'll allow the fans to come in, open the gates at like 1:26 to allow fans to partake in something that hasn't happened in such a very long time, to watch the solar eclipse. I would love to see that. Like, I would love to see it. I probably would go down there and see if that's the best spot to see it, but I'm definitely going to be looking up at the sky that day. So let's see how that goes. Astros pitcher Ryan Presley moved to the setup role. He had 102 saves, 3.58 ERA, just because Josh Hader will close a little bit younger. Josh Hader is 30, Ryan Presley is 35. So it's like it's a 5-year difference, but Hader is a little bit better at closing than Presley is. So that's why that move is happening, and that's what's going down. It's going down in the deal. It going down. Okay, I quit. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Pete Alonso says he envisioned being a lifelong Met. You know, you don't have too many nowadays. You don't have too many people staying with that team that they started with. Like I can give you another person, Curtin Kershaw, who has been a Dodger and really hasn't pitched anywhere. So it's like you want to see those people stay with that team and then retire with that team too. So we'll see. We did have a couple injuries on the front. Pablo Sandoval, who's a non-roster invitee, he's headed to the Giants camp. We also had Rangers. Josh Jung expected to miss 3 weeks with a calf strain, so it's a low-grade strain, which is good. But Jung also just turned 26 on Monday, and this injury happened while fielding grounders this past Friday. So he will be 3 weeks to recover and see where that goes from there. The Red Sox also dealt John Schwarber to the Royals for David Sandin. Schwarber is 29, is a late bloomer. Best season came in 2022 when he posted a 2.22 ERA over 65 innings with a 4-to-1 strikeout ratio, which that is awesome in the world of baseball. Awesome. So, yeah. And as far as an update on arbitration players versus organization, left-handed pitcher Tanner Scott beats Marlins in the arbitration. So now players go 9-6. As far as like players who won their cases and players who lost their cases. Woo. Which is a lot going on in baseball. So with the arbitration thing, hey, it is what it is. And we'll see where that goes from there. But that's pretty much what's going on in the baseball world. We do got some more music coming up. We got Mike Teasy, Gotta Thank You, coming up on Dragon Sports Live. Follow that. We got Nardo, Misconception. And then we gonna talk NFL. Tell you who the new Super Bowl champion is. And more. Here on Dragon Sports Live. Stay tuned. And it don't feel bad, because if you miss Dragon Sports Live, you can catch it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Because this is Dragon Sports Live. You rocking with the best. You can even catch it on YouTube at DONPE1. Yes, sir. Here on Dragon Sports Live. But I give to you Mike Teasy, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta thank you.
Okay. Lord, I thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. Thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I put my hands out when it's time to praise you. I praise you even more when I get a breakthrough. And even when I'm going through, I bless your name too. God, you've been so good to me. Even when I mess up and don't cross my T's, you always give me one more chance. So I gotta thank you for your grace and mercy. You always come through for a brother. I lift your name higher up, there's nobody above you. You loved us, gave us your son to prove it. He died on the cross just to give us a blueprint. So now I'm walking in his path. I'm insured like Aflac. And I know I'ma probably get laughed at, but I just sit, relax, and just laugh back. Lord, I thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. Thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you right now. Got my hands lifted up like I'm trying to touch a cloud. Real high, I ain't never coming down. No, I don't smoke, but I keep the beat loud. Gotta thank you for the things that you do. I'm not the same ever since you came in my life. I'm brand new. Now I say, what's up? What's up? When the devil in my ear, I tell him, shut up. Like scissors all on my sneakers, I just might cut up a rug. Praise the Lord, now I'm sweating. Y'all pop a molly and start stressing. Every day I wake up, I gotta thank him, cause that alone is a blessing. Lord, I thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. Thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. Thank you for my faith. Thank my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. Thank you for my faith. Thank you for my favor. Thank you for your grace. Your love is so amazing. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. Lord, I gotta thank you.
Na 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 na. 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 I've been guided to a world where they show no love. We were all once united, now they call us a thug. Steady missing on my calls, wondering did I mess up. Choppers, nines, hollow tips, my niggas shooting shit up. I wanna focus on us, now tell me what do you see? Kingdom burning down, mama running wearing her feet. Wanna see a change, then be about what you mean. They say he take away the pain, well that's all I believe. Steady riding on them niggas, now they can't make a sound. Glocked up 30 niggas, ain't no witness was found. Pour my heart into the shit, they starting to like how it sound. I knew karma was a bitch when he came back around. She told me I ain't have a chance, now fucking her and her crew. My body pistol packing, if you play you know I'ma shoot. Don't say you one of the songs, they can do what you do. And if you still holding on, the strongest always pull through. I try to tell myself that I need a better life. Pray 5 times a day, you know I'm not that guy. When you see me at my worst, you know I'm getting high. But once this pain go away, I'm back on the ride. She took my heart for granted, now I'm back on the road. He said he wanted the fame since he was 6 years old. Miss Sade, I lied, I don't know where to go. Miss Sade, I lied, I don't know where to go. I've been guided to a world where they show no love. We were all once united, now they call us a thug. Steady missing on my calls, wondering did I mess up. Choppers, nines, hollow tips, my niggas shooting shit up. I wanna focus on us, now tell me what do you see? Kingdom burning down, mama running wearing her feet. Wanna see a change, then be about what you mean. They say he take away the pain, well that's all I believe.
I've been on my grind since 92. Been a real nigga since the age of 2. A couple bitches with me when I swerve through. And I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. Bitch, I've been a real nigga since the age of 2. And I've been on my grind since 92. They say my generation hurt in. Suicide, I'm killing them closed curtains. Pussy niggas be hating and that's for certain. They can keep on hating cause it ain't working. I be too focused on money. I come to your city and chill with your bitch. She all on my dick cause she want me to hit. I told her fight back cause I'm trying to get rich. I know she be pissed that she not on my list. No, half these niggas be fake. Most of these niggas are snakes. Shooters on deck in my place, they in the cut, call it a scrape. We gonna win while you niggas lose. You can pretend you making some moves. Stuck at the bottom while we at the top. Keeping it real, that's something you not. Wifing these hoes will be going a lot. What was you thinking, wifing the thought? Loving her man, but she giving us top. Call that bitch chemo the way that she bop. I'm getting money, what about you? Haters be asking, what do I do? I get this green, so I won't be blue. And been on my grind since 92. I'm getting money, what about you? Haters be asking, what do I do? I get this green, so I won't be blue. And been on my grind since 92. Motherfucker, I've been on my grind since 92. Been a real nigga since the age of 2. A couple bitches with me when I swerve through. And I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. Bitch, I've been a real nigga since the age of 2. And I've been on my grind since 92.
They say my generation's fucked up, full of bitches and bastards and motherfuckers. Lubrication's depleting so they can't fuck us. Come from poverty, getting beat is a tough love. Nigga, I'm telling I might be some super. Who tried to do you? Having some problems with talking that shit, but I come from the sewer. Even though we never knew you. Say you don't fuck with my clique, oh my god, hallelujah. She told me I could go get it, and if I'm with it, she with it, I'm with it, you with it. Said that I needed some shows, I'm getting some shows. The next day I went out and did it. Damn, I'm the greatest, but no one can see that I pop. Fuck all the haters, one day I'll make it, I blow till I pop. But if I don't make it by 25, I'ma just quit shit if I'm still alive. But if I die, I better be bigger than all of you niggas get put to the side. I drop 92 just to kill all you niggas and give you my feelings and give you the heat. But coming to summer, I'm fucking the locals, but ain't dropping shit till 2015. Started with autumn, but I'm trying to flex. Tell me you love me, don't call me just text. They say that I'm not even being promoted, so why am I saying that I'll be the best? Don't worry.
I've been on my grind since 92. Been a real nigga since the age of 2. A couple bitches with me when I swerved through. And I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. I've been on my grind since 92. Bitch, I've been a real nigga since the age of 2. And I've been on my grind since 92.
Welcome back to another edition of Drag Sports Live. That last song was King Bone featuring and Tevin Dontrell since 92. They've been on their grind since 92, and I've been on my grind since 89. Because since I've been born, I've been on my grind. Every time I turn around, I stay on my grind. I like that. But any songs that you hear on Drag Sports Live comes from normal people like you. Well, normal in some ways, but not normal because they out here doing what they do. So any music that I put on there is not intended for copyright infringement. It's intended to support and show love to these artists that send music to me, that send me their artist name. You could be a part of that too. If you are an artist, you can send your artist name, if you're on Apple Music, to dragonjumppro@gmail.com or on social media, Dragon Jump Pro, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Even though I know Twitter changed his name, I can't help it. Call it Twitter, because send the tweet sounds better than I'm gonna send an X. So let me reach out to my ex by Xing him. Yeah, no. Anyways, in the college rankings in football, right? Georgia State head coach Sean Elliott, not the basketball player Sean Elliott. Name spelled, the last name's the same but spelled different. Is heading to Carolina staff as tight ends running back coach, coordinator. Now that's the fourth head coach to leave a head coaching job to take a coordinator position this year. So, because he Chip Kelly, and a few others. That's the lowdown for this. But the only reason he joined, he's 50, right? His family lives in Carolina. So when he's at Georgia State, he's been traveling back and forth to Carolina or every now and then. And he promised his daughter that he would be there for her senior year. She's an athlete and it's her senior year. So it wasn't a professional move he did. It was a personal move he did. being in Carolina, you close to home, you'll be home more. If your daughter got games, you'll be able to make it to it. Which I think I would have done the same thing for my son. Most definitely would. Because I love my mini-me. He's awesome. One day y'all see him on the show. He might be having this fun. But I love my mini-me, so I respect that move that Sean Elliott did. However, Boston College new head coach Bill O'Brien, who was supposed to be an offensive coordinator, went back. He's happy to be home. Boston College has not won 8 games in the season since 2009. And why I say Bill O'Brien's happy to be home? Think about where he came from. New England. When he won Super Bowls with, he was on the Bill Belichick staff and all that stuff. So think about it like that. Alabama's head coach Keelan DeBoer promotes 2 assistants from Saban's staff. Freddie Roach as associate head coach, and then Rob Gillespie as running back coach, as well as assistant head coach. Keeping those 2 people from Nick Saban's staff, promote them within the ranks. I think that's a big up. Congratulations to them on that. We'll see how that goes and where that goes from there, how that leads. You know, you left Washington to go to Alabama, so I think the players still got the fight in them, but let's see what a new coaching staff would do. On the NFL level, Seahawks is going to let Geno collect his $12.7 million, keeping him on the roster. Potential, he might have a potential to be traded, or they might still stick with him, but they let him collect that $12.7 million. That roster bonus is crazy. As the draft get closer and closer, as far as NFL draft, we don't know what's going to happen with Justin Fields. They haven't picked up his option yet. And they just released Eddie Jackson, safety, as well as guard Cody Whitehair. Now that move saves them $21.5 million against the salary cap in 2024. But that was also the last draft picks from Nagy and Pace. So therefore, with that being said, those was the 2 longest tenured players on the team. Bears now have no more draft picks made before 2020. That's still on the team. So let's see what that move does. I know it was a couple times I've seen Eddie Jackson get burned, and then Cody Whitehair when he went to guard to center, and when Tevin Jenkins got injured, he was benched a couple times because of bad snaps and stuff like that. But we'll see where they go, what happens. They might be picked up. They might be on another team. We'll see. Now, I feel bad for defensive coordinator Steve Wilks because he was fired by the 49ers after 1 season with the team. Now, here's what I got to say about that. If you're looking at stats, and I know Damon Woody and Stephen A. pointed out too, DeMeco Ryans, who was the head coach of the Texans, Steve Wilks, as when he took over the team, the stats was better in 3 different categories. And I feel like it's unfair because, like, if you think about, he took the internment with Carolina and then let go. Then they brought in, was it Frank Welch? Oh, no, Matt Rule. When they fired Matt Rule, then he stepped in. Then they brought in Frank Welch, and then they ended up firing Frank Welch on that. It's like, I just feel bad for him. Like, people like Steve Wilks deserve another chance, and he's just not getting it. But after 1 season when your defense was in the top 3, nah. Let me work with the team for a whole year before you just say up and fire me, unless we just doing horrible But that's management. That's the owners. I can't get no control of it. I just feel like that's sad. Very sad. On the other hand, though, Zach Orr has been bumped up to defensive coordinator for the Ravens. Now, the only thing, he was a linebacker. His career was cut short because of a spinal neck injury. At the age of 24, he was forced to retire. But he still got the love and passion for the game. He still do his dad. So now he going to do it from a coaching aspect. Which, cool. Let's see how that goes. Cowboys hire Mike Zimmer, bringing him back as defensive coordinator. He was the defensive coordinator before the team before, but a little questionable hiring, but we'll see how that goes. Where that goes since Dan Quinn left to become the Commanders' head coach. Speaking of Commanders, Commanders is hiring Anthony Lynn as the run game coordinator and then hired Lance New York in the front office. Again, I feel like I stated this before and I stated it again. Any team that's got a team full of head coaches, some of them are offensive mind coaches, some of them defensive mind coaches, but they are former head coaches, are bound to get another shot at head coaching gigs sometime down in the near future. But some of those teams actually perform exceptionally well with that too. So I always say have a bunch of head coaches on the side, and then one day, or you could take somebody who just been around the game for eons, and they become good coaches as well. So, hey, it is what it is. Lions signed CFL Matthew Betts, who was CFL Player of the Year. They signed him to the team, building that up. And speaking of other football, we are a few weeks out from the UFL making its debut, March 30 to be exact. With that being said, CJ McGarren is signing with the Battlehawks, which is one of 4 of the surviving XFL teams that's going to the new league, to the UFL. So that's there. 10-game season. They're going to go away. They're going away from the kicking format that they had. So we won't see that. We'll see a regular kickoff now. And it's going down in DM. So that's kicking off, like I said, that's kicking off March 30. And, you know, hope for the best for McCarron. He's 33, 5th-round pick of the Bengals in 2014. He had a storied career in Alabama, and he appeared in a total of 19 NFL games for the Bengals, Raiders, and Texans. So, let's see how that goes. Speaking of Raiders, you know, Jimmy G, or Jimmy Garoppolo for the people who don't know him, he gets a 2-game ban for performance-enhancing substance. Now, the policy violation is related to Garoppolo using a prescribed medication without having a valid therapeutic use exemption, which maybe you should have did that instead of do that. But I think, according to sources, Raiders are probably going to expect to release Garoppolo before the 5th day of the new league year in mid-March, when he'll earn $11.25 million roster bonus. So they might release him before then. We don't know. We shall see. But if they do release him, then Adrian O'Connell and veteran Brian Hoyer, who had ties to McDaniels and Ziegler from their time in New England, would be bound for spots. So, and per NFL rules, he will be allowed to participate in all off-season activities and training camp with any team he signs with. But once the regular season begins, he'll be barred from his new team for 2 weeks because of that suspension. So, 2 games, 2 weeks, no pay. We'll see that. Congratulations, though, to the Kansas City Chiefs. It just saddened that we had 2 juveniles over a dispute shoot and 1 person died and 22 people got hurt. That sucks with that. Like, it's like you can't really have nothing nice. They're celebrating their 3rd Super Bowl, as well as Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd MVP, finals Super Bowl MVP. And everybody raised the question, like, is he on his way to GOAT status? He is in his own way, and he does what he does. I watched that game, and, well, I watched the highlights because I was at work that day, but I watched it. It was a pretty good game. Came down to the wire. It was sometimes I was like, why y'all keep trying to rush Mahomes? Now, first it was working, but it's like Mahomes likes to work under pressure. In case y'all haven't realized that, he works under pressure really well. So, I'll be like, oh, I would have rushed one. Me personally, I would have rushed 1 person, maybe 2, and it just had everybody covered, forcing him to use his legs a little bit more. That's what I would have did, but, you know, I ain't coaching in there. I'm just paying attention to what I see. And, yeah, we got that happening. So, that's all. That's what's really happening in NFL. Can't wait to the UFL since NFL is now done. Also, want to see what's going to happen with the draft, what they're going to do with Aaron Smith. Not Aaron Smith, Justin Fields. But I feel like they should keep him. So I want to see that. What's going to happen with that. So, hey, it is what it is. I got some more music here on Drag Sports Live for you guys as well. I have Menace Dayton featuring SOS and Stefan Otto here on Drag Sports Live. Listen and have fun, guys, on Dragon Sports Live. Thanks for rocking with us. Stay tuned for Dayton.
Menace.
If I preach the word of God, then they say that I'm a menace. Who are you to judge without looking in the spirit? So I'ma go hard, and I'ma point them to the cross. Living water flowing from my heart, sure they say I'm a menace. And I will never walk away from you. Oh, they say I'm a menace. No compromising, I give them the truth.
Look how we spelling it, M-E-N-A-C-E-B, we, and all that whack garbage. We don't play like Ouija, and all of that darkness we expose like Wiki. Leaks when we speak, steady bombing like graffiti. This ain't political, it's spiritual, believe me. Addressing some of the mess we letting fly like Tuskegee. Our minds are coinciding with the lies that we weak. A church that's powerless, full of lies and defeat. I present the counter thought, the counterpart to the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, who's the counselor. Power from on high, we denied from coming out of the bride of the Christ, prescribed just to counsel her. But there's a generation bold in the spirit, the fathers, sons, and daughters of outstanding merit, led by the shepherd's voice, any other never hear it. Such a menace to the world, but the ones heaven cherished.
If I preach the word of God, then they say that I'm a menace. Who are you to judge without looking in the spirit? So I'ma go hard, and I'ma point them to the cross. Living water flowing from my heart, sure they say I'm a menace. And I will never walk away from you. Oh, they say I'm a menace. No compromising, I give them the truth. So they say I'm a menace. Banging on my flesh like Porto. They be saying I be going too hard, though. Walking in the way, so they wanna say that I am a menace, but I ain't gonna stop rolling till the day I'm walking those golden roads. Lord knows that I go off on till wanna go home, so they stay
We're in the end of days, this generation's blind. I grab the pen and pray, I penetrate their minds. I'm a renegade like M&J combined, cause I won't entertain the trend that they've designed. No, I will not follow the standards. Film videos with top models and dancers. Wearing the jewels and pop bottles while cameras film me whipping the drop top, showered in glamour. No, I pray that my gift in the lyrics that I spit are open eyelids and cure blindness. May this rhyme grip the heart of the spineless and revive a drive with a motivation to get up and get on their assignment. No longer silent like a mindless, watching time tick as they're hiding behind this church door. Lord, I pray with eye kick seismic and shakes up this nation, causing a paradigm switch. Perhaps they do not fall down to their kneecaps to pray or open up their holy Bibles to read that. See, when I read Acts, Father, I cannot help but see that we are off, but somehow they try to tell us that we match. Instead of react, we just relax. The world tells us why not beeswax, and we gladly receive that. But Lord, I pray when your people hit triple D rap, I'm going against the grain of this culture just to speak facts.
When they say that I'm a menace, who are you to judge without looking in the spirit? So I'ma go hard, and I'ma point them to the cross. Living water flowing from my heart, so they say I'm a menace. And I will never walk away from you. Oh, they say I'm a menace. No compromising, I give them the truth. So they say I'm a menace.
Stefanato, SOS, Dayton, the Menace Movement. And this concludes the Menace Mixtape. I pray you all were encouraged. I'll catch you on the next project, my sophomore album, The New Arc.
Coming soon.
God over money, yeah.
No, I'm a blow. I've been through some things, but I never ever sure.
I came from the bottom, now we sit at the top. Bitch, I'm wearing a throne. Bitch, I'm counting them dollars. Bitch, I know I'm gon' blow. Bitch, I know I'm a pop. Bitch, I know I'm a star. And you know that I'm hot. I got all of these dollars on me. My mama, she say that she proud of me. What I call her? That bitch, she a hoe and she know it. It's a problem. Bitch, I know I'm a blow, I can show. But you know I'm a go and I know. Yeah. I'ma count up in the bench. I don't got no friends. I don't got no problem with you. Don't got no problem with him. Why would I pretend? Count out them dollars in the cool. I never counted on you. I told that bitch that I love her, but I didn't mean it. She ain't seen it too. Now she hurt. I'ma go buy her a bird. I'ma go buy me a shirt. I know this plan is working. And we made it. Call my mama, said we made it. Yeah. Said we famous. Yeah. Said we famous. Finna take off on a rocket. Finna take off like a rocket. I get on the stage and I pop it. I know I'ma blow. I've been through some things, but I never, ever let that shit show. I've been through some things and I know it. I've been through some things and I know it. I came from the bottom, now we sit at the top. Bitch, I'm wearing a throne. Bitch, I'm counting them dollars. Bitch, I know I'm gon' blow. Bitch, I know I'm a pop. Bitch, I know I'm a star. And you know that I'm hot. I got all of these dollars on me. My mama, she say that she proud of me. What I call her? That bitch, she a hoe and she know it. It's a problem. Bitch, I know I'm a blow, I can show. But you know I'm a go and I know.
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I am Dante Payne, and I say welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. This is not just your typical podcast. This is your podcast about sports and music. Music that comes from you. But we are getting close to what we call the madness of March. So close to it. With that being said, we already had Caitlin Clark break the all-time scoring record passing Kelsey Plum. And she did it in Caitlin fashion. She scored 49 points when she broke that record. Little do y'all know. So big ups to her on that. We also had Jared McCain scored 35, and that ties a Duke freshman record for one game. McCain set a Duke freshman record with 8 3-pointers and massive school freshman mark with points as the Duke Blue Devils defeated Florida State 76-67 on Saturday. And he had a scoring on both since Zion Williams. So, big ups to that. We also had a D2 a Division II women's basketball player, Francis Marin's Lauren Taylor, grabbed an NCAA record 44 rebounds in an 85-62 win. 30 defensive rebounds, 14 offensive rebounds. The last mark that I was set, it was at 38. 44. Rebounding machine. Finished with a double-double in that game as well. So, a lot of people breaking stuff and doing stuff off the hand. Bill Self gets ejected for the first time in his coaching tenure with Kansas. He was ejected and lost 79-50 to Texas Tech Red Raiders. And is also the largest lead. Well, I should say largest margin of victory against an unranked team since 1998 and 1949. The other, Kentucky in 1950. So that happened, and with being ejected for the first time, you gotta want to question yourself, like, was it worth it? Was it really worth it? I don't think it was worth it, to be honest. So, gotta question that. You come out the next game, get ready for tournaments and all that, because the tournament's getting ready to start. And we'll see how that goes from there. Ohio State men's basketball coach Chris Holtmann is out as head coach. 14-10 and 4-11 Big Ten play. This was his 7th season with the team. Jake Diber will be the interim coach for the rest of the season. So he's out. We'll see what that goes. They'll be looking for a new coach and all that stuff. How that goes, where that goes, in that sport. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver, they will to reassess the G League Ignite in the wake of, since Neil is taking over, name, image, and likeness. Since that's taken over, we don't know what will happen for the G League Ignite. It's basically diminishing the need for the league to potentially continue the program, because that allows them, instead of, if they didn't want to go to college, they'll go to the G League Ignite and play over there instead of playing over college if they didn't want to play college. So we'll see where that goes and how the future will look, but it's the 4th season that the Ignite has been in existence. So And it, like I said, it provided a path for pre-draft eligible players to be paid to play basketball before eligible to enter the NBA draft due to the league's age limit. So it's either that, or we might see people coming out of high school like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and many others. Might see them do that. They might change that. Instead of like you have to play a year of college or be 18. So they might see that. I don't know. But we'll see where that goes from that. How that goes from that. Now, in case y'all wondering, everybody, it is All-Star Weekend. Right? Tonight, we got the West versus the East because we went back into that format, East versus West. And we also got a repeat champion. Jordan McClung repeats with a 50-point dunk over Shaq. Cool. So now he's a two-time slam dunk contest champion. Cool. And Steph Curry beats out Sabrina Ionescu Saturday night. But he only won by 3. And it was a WNBA versus NBA 3-point contest. So, cool. Stephen A. lost, even though he had a brace on because he sprained his ankle. Funny story about that. He slipped on some sweat while shooting with Michael Parsons, a.k.a. Dallas Cowboy. So, which is crazy. And then, like I said before, McClung joins Zach LaVine, Nate Robinson, Jason Richard, Michael Jordan as the only back-to-back dunk contest champions. On top of that, Michael McClung has only played 124 games, fewer than any of the people that's, that I named before. He only played 4 games in NBA. He's been on the Magic's G League team. I remember when Warriors picked him up. So, we'll see. How that goes and where it goes. Lillard also won the 3-point contest. And he won it last year as well. So, boom. There goes that. The court looks sweet, though. The LED glass court did look sweet. So, that looked real sweet. Who said white man can't jump? He showed jumping out the gym. Definitely jumping out the gym. And then speaking of Orlando, right? Shaq is was the first draft pick to the Magic. He's now the first player to have his number retired in Orlando. He's the third player to have their number retired by 3 franchise, joining Walt Chamberlain and Pete Maravich, because they had their numbers retired by 3 different franchises. So, big ups to that. Congratulations to that. Nice to see your jersey been raised in the Raptors, and it's also the first jersey to be raised in the Raptors in Orlando. Never thought I would see the day. So, congratulations on that. Ex-Emmett Wow. Ex-NBA player Brian Forbes is arrested on family violence charge. He played with the Spurs, the Bucks, and the Nuggets. And pretty much spiraling downhill after that. Like legal troubles and stuff like that. We'll see. Hope for the best. Knicks to protest the loss to the Rockets on Monday after a foul call on Jalen Brunson when the last 2-minute report said that it wasn't a foul, as well as one of the head officials said it wasn't a foul. So they are protesting that loss. If the Knicks won, they will probably repay that last 2 seconds, which joining a bizarre thing that only happened 6 times. Will that happen? We don't know. Where should it happen? We shall find out. But nothing has been said of that anyways. And Danilo Gallinari signed with the Bucks for the rest of the season. Now, he was sought out by the Bulls once again, but then went to the Celtics and ended up tearing his ACL. And then now that he's back, he's getting back and being a good role player. He's signing with the Bucks over the Bulls at OKC for the rest of the season. So we'll see what that. Clippers forward PJ Tucker was fined $75,000 for the desire to be traded November 27. Because he ain't been getting no playing time. Well, I should say November 27 was the last time he played. Kind of falling out the rotation. And he decided, he's like, I'm a dog. I know what I need to do. I got to do this. I got to do that. But I'm a dog. Nope. He hasn't played since November 27th. So either buyout's most likely going to happen or he going to stick with the team. And maybe he falls back into rotation. We'll see. Doc Rivers is 3-7 with the Bucks. And then they went into this All-Star weekend with a loss by the Grizzlies, who's shorthanded. It is what it is. It happens. Happens to the best of them. All I have to say is keep it moving. Bam Alabama will replace the B as the All-Star starter tonight for the All-Star game, which will be on TNT, by the way. And we'll see how that goes. Have some fun with it. On that note, I'm about to have some fun getting ready for work, and then I'm about to head to work hard because I only need 6 hours, and the rest of my time is overtime. So enjoy y'all days. Be sure to check out the All-Star game. Then be sure to check out Dragon Sports Live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can check it out on YouTube at DONPE1. Or you can type in Dragon Jump Productions. I'm Dante Payne. I'm signing out. Peace out. Yeah.